welcome back everybody, or welcome if you are new. We are going into year 2 of our NASCAR Thunder 2000 career mode, 2003 career mode, not 2002, not 2002. That was weird wording, but we have an engine being built for the next 5 races, and in the chassis we have one being repaired, which will be done after this race, and then a chassis also being built, and then our R&D has a few more races, 5 more races left on it. So we'll go the first few races of the season, then we'll get our downforce research done, and then we can build a new chassis off of that, which will be nice. So really excited for this year. Daytona is going to be great. I know that. I'm going for hopefully a top 15. Hopefully we can qualify very well. Got our sponsors. Should be able to make a lot of money here to start out the season. I know I think one of our sponsors is like ranked 40th in earnings or something like that. So I think we could do that. And just off of Daytona itself, we should be able to do that. So hopefully we can have a good start to the season. I think the second race of the year is Rockingham. Yeah, it's Rockingham to start out the year. And we did have Rockingham late in the season too, which we did okay at, but we were still 42nd. So still don't expect to do great at the mile track, stuff like that. But oh yeah, hang on, wait. I did want to mess with our team and stuff because I need to see if anything changed. It looks like nothing has changed with these guys for the most part. So I'm actually gonna get rid of my crew chief real quick, because get rid of him, and we're gonna go and get a new crew chief now. Okay, so it looks like these people are so much better, like at the very top. It's gonna cost a lot per race, but I think it's worth trying to get $15,000 per race. Who is it? Sal Matthews. His short track is 68, which is what we're the worst at by far. I'm going to do that. That's gonna be huge. Same with our pit crew. There's a couple guys down here that I want to get rid of. The front tire changer. The catch can, man, that is so much of a tongue twister to me. I want to see what kind of openings there are for the front tire change, like how good they are. There's actually a lot of better guys up here, which is really interesting. Skill is 68, speed 63. I think I kind of want to go with skill. It's 6,000. All these guys are 6,000, but also they can get a little bit better overall. And so I might go through and re-get some guys, because the rear tire changer, he's quite low as well. So let's get a new one of him. I'm not worried about the catch can man as much, but a lot of these guys are in like the upper 50s anyway, so I'm going to keep them for now, and hopefully they can continue to get good, because they were really young to start with. But I'm looking at getting some of these better guys. Like they might be a little bit older, but it would be nice to have some better guys there for sure. Now, the engine builder and all that, I don't know if I want to get new ones of them. I might, though. What am I paying them for a race? 9, 7, and 7. Our chassis builder, they can't be released while they're doing an assignment. Okay, is a fabricator being assigned? Yes. And then we also have an engine builder that's being repairing. So once our chassis and engines and stuff are done, before I do something new with them, I want to get rid of them and then get new guys. So because it looks like there could be a big jump up in skill, and we're actually making a good bit of money now. So yeah, they're going to be get paid out a little bit more, but we should be making a little bit more money throughout the time regardless. So let's get to the Daytona 500. Really long breakdown at the start of the season, but I really forgot about the team management at the end of the last episode, so I really wanted to get into that right now. But it looks like it will be very worth it going throughout the year. Oh, we just started the new season. I didn't know I had to click start new season. I thought I'd just go to the Daytona 500, but Mike Skinner retired, Shauna Robinson retired, and Jamie McMurray took place at the 49. So I don't know who went in the 27 for Jamie McMurray. I'm not sure. That's kind of weird. Do I want to change the settings for the new season? No, all the settings were pretty good, so we should be fine there. And then now the standings are going to have the new people in it. I actually want to go through and see people that changed. So McMurray is in the 49. And then I don't even see the 27 or the 4 car anymore at all in all the numbers here. So don't know what happened to those 2 numbers, unless somebody's going to take them, or maybe we'll just have 42 cars out there at all time. I have no clue. So let's get going to Daytona 500 finally and get this season kicked off. Oh, it looks like all of our contracts expired too. As soon as I went to go like get new ones and stuff. So I need to go through and get all new people. Well, this was one way of getting around the fabricator and all that. I could just not re-sign them and then go get new guys, which is interesting. So I can get like things with better downforce and drafting. I think I'm just gonna kind of go with some like better guys overall and see what we can do with all that, because tire wear is huge. Tire grip is also huge. Who is good at both these? 63, 69. I'm not that worried about durability. 66, 67. That's actually really nice, but tire wear is a little less, but I kind of wish I kind of want the tire grip more. Yeah, these guys are not worth it down there. I might just go with the 1,000 less a race with that. And then the engine builder, I guess let's look at the new engine builders, because power is definitely going to be the most needed thing. 67, he's a little worse overall. I'll just go with the 15,000. And then these guys, I'm not too worried about. I'll just re-sign him, re-sign him. The Jackman was actually not that bad. And then rear tire changer. Let's re-get a new one of those and see who we got out here. So we got some better skill for sure. He's really fast, but I think I'm gonna go with him. Simeon? I don't know. Yeah, so I didn't know all the contracts actually just expired at the end of the season. You had to re-get them anyway, so I was trying to do that before the season started. So now we actually have a whole new different bit of team regardless, so that's going to be interesting. We should be doing better overall this season now. And do we still have the engines and stuff being repaired and chassis being built? Yeah, we do. So I don't know how that's going to go, but once we get this stuff like done with the repair and the building, it should be all different after that. So now let's finally start the Daytona 500 after saying that about like 4 times now. Starting out qualifying for the Daytona 500. We got 2 laps, so the first lap's pretty much just a setup because we were really slow at the line. And lap 2, I got down to like under, it was just around a second off of the pace for the leader, which I think Michael Waltrip got pole, it said. Which, yeah, that's correct. He got a 48.3. I was able to run like a 49.5, I think it was, which was pretty good. This is the best engine, like most power we've had at Daytona or Talladega so far. So I'm hoping we could do very well here. And we'll see what we can do on the second lap here. We gotta come around to the line here. We were 38th on lap number 1. Got a 49.4. That's pretty good. 19th. That's a great starting spot. Oh yeah, I forgot, we have the Gatorade 125, so we can improve our position here. We're going for the inside line here since we were 19th, starting in 10th here. So every spot is another row forward. I need to just get down if I can, bully Ricky Rudd a little bit backwards. This is gonna get really interesting. I forgot that people like retire and stuff and get into different cars. So I'll have to get used to seeing them in a different vehicle sooner or later in different seasons, which is pretty funny. But our acceleration is really poor in the car, but we have good top speed. So that's what I'm really banking on, is just getting this thing rolling down these straightaways, trying to not get slowed up in the draft from them, and then make some headway here. Should get up to maybe 8th here. Yeah, Kyle Petty's in the 8th. Hell yeah, that's awesome. We are just absolutely flying, taking Terry Labonte with us now. I think I'm a little faster than all of them. That will get us up to what, like 17th? No, 15th? Yeah, because 15th, 16th would be 8th. 19th, 20th was 10th. So currently in 15th on the starting grid. That'd be pretty great. Already getting some bonus money from qualifying well. And then our sponsorship goals are going to start getting harder as well with the better races that we have. And I think it said the purse for this race is like 1.4 million, when like the most of any other race is in like the 200, 300,000s at most, I feel like. So that is, this is definitely the most paid out race by far on the season. We might be able to get another spot or 2 up here. I'm definitely going to pass Jerry Nadeau. He is off the pace a little bit. I just need to not get too close to him to get checked up, get his draft, and then jump down out the way. If I get too close to his bumper, I'm not gonna push him. It's just gonna slow me down. So we're up to 13th now on the leaderboard for the start of this thing, and now we just need to hold off Robbie Gordon behind us, who I go a little wide for, but he's able to stick right with us. He might be a little bit faster than us, but I'm hoping to hold him off for these last like 2.5 laps here. Him and Kurt Busch, they're right behind me. We're on the white flag on the backstretch. Ricky Rudd got around Robbie Gordon now. Just kind of been blocking both lanes behind me, trying to hold this 13th starting spot for the Daytona 500. Definitely has been our best qualifying effort and will be our best start of any race, being in 13th. We're able to block off both lanes successfully. This should be a pretty good Daytona 500 for us. That's all I'm saying. I'm really hoping we can finish like top 15. That would be amazing.
Well, here we are at the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, the NASCAR Winston Cup Series premier event. This is Joe Moore, and I'm with Barney Hall to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage on MRN. This track is known by everyone, race fan or not. But for these race teams, it's a glory all its own when you can get a win here.
The list of former winners here is very prestigious indeed. Who wouldn't want their name to be on it? Who knows, maybe we'll add another lucky driver when this one's all over.
Ken Schrader won Rookie of the Year honors in 1985.
You know, it seems like Schrader's been competing in Winston Cup for so long that it's hard to believe he was ever a rookie. He's a class act, and it shows on the racetrack and in the garage area.
This should be a fun season. I was trying to look for the like 27 or 4 car out there, but I didn't see them. So starting in 13th here, 20 lap race for the Daytona 500. We have the 169 out here. So what's going to happen is there's going to be random drivers and random numbers. Okay, so I'm about to learn random drivers and random number names now. Cool. That's fun. I'm not sure who's in the 161 at all. I don't think that there's like any Busch Series people that are going to be coming up at this time. I don't remember who was in Busch back in 2003, 2004 era at all. So that's not really going to help me to know if any of these guys are going to be coming up and stuff like that. I'm almost wrecking myself on Bobby Labonte's nose. I was just trying to side draft some, and I about hooked myself into the wall there. That was a little sketchy, but we're good. We got Kurt Busch behind us, just like we did for the Gatorade races. And Ricky Rudd following us on through. That 169 is a little slow. And I do think if like Ricky Rudd or Kurt Busch get in front of me, it could honestly be a good thing, because I think they're just fast enough to where I can keep up with them in the draft, and we might be going faster than what I'm doing as the leader of this pack. So I'm going to try and get Ricky Rudd on the outside of us here, see if he can pass us or not, and then try and draft with him if possible, and see if we go a little bit quicker, because I think that we will. Oh, I'm coming up into him. We're good. I was trying to like slide right up into the gap behind him. He's kind of pulling away here. We're doing our best. We're pulling away from everybody behind us now, at least Johnson on that bottom. Getting away from that Johnson. Trying to stay in front of Bobby Labonte. Ricky Rudd wants to run this top side though. Trying to stay in the draft. Okay, so some of these guys are going to be just faster than me still, and I'm trying to keep up in the draft, but it's tough. So yeah, I just need to like try and hold these guys off, or just stay right in the draft with them, because I think Kurt Busch might be the same, where he's slightest bit quicker than us. But all we're going to be doing when we go to the pits is taking fuel and going anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm not going to get tires or anything for this race, because I don't need our pit crew screwing up or anything. See if we can get Kurt Busch on our outside, because Bobby Labonte I think is going to be way too fast for us to keep up with. So I'm going to try and keep him behind us for the most part. And who knows, maybe somebody up here will be a little slow on the pace like later on in the run. Somebody's already at pit road with a blown engine, I think. I don't know who it is, but that's a quite unfortunate way to end out the first race of the year that's going to pay out the most money. Yeah, somebody's down there with a blown engine. That is a bummer. All right, we're Sterling Marlin and Bobby Labonte just made a strong move around the outside of us. Was not expecting that at all. Sterling Marlin's going to be flying, I know that. Bobby, I think, is as well. Ryan Newman, Jimmy Johnson, Kurt Busch, all on our tail, which I need some sort of draft, I feel like, which would help. There are some people falling back. It looks like Ward Burton might be falling back up there some. I want to get Kurt Busch in front of us, but it seems like everybody that gets in front of us just pull the hell away, which is unfortunate. Ward Burton's going to definitely check these guys up some, I think, so this could be an opportunity for us to gain some spots back. or just gain a spot on Warburton in general. I don't want to get up there and get behind him because he does seem a little bit off the pace. Don't know if it just like he ran out of the draft or what happened to him, but yeah, he's a little bit off the pace. Like, we're faster than him for sure. Try and check up that top lane a little bit by cutting him off. Get that draft off Ryan Newman on the bottom. We're going to have to pit around lap 10-ish, 10 to 11 probably. Because we haven't hit halfway on fuel yet, so we probably will this next lap. So we'll probably pit like on lap 11 going into 12 maybe. Something like that, or 10 going into 11 maybe. Not 100% sure. But with our new pit crew, like a lot of upgrades on our pit crew guys, hopefully we can have some better pit stops as well and not as many screw-ups. We're definitely going to have some as regardless, because they're only in the 60s. It's not like they're great. But definitely a big improvement from last season, and they didn't make a whole lot of mistakes. I was hoping with how young they were that they would actually learn and get better throughout the season, a lot better than they did, but I think they like slightly got better. Some guys did, some guys didn't. So I really wanted to replace a couple guys anyways. And then I wanted to mess with the crew chief and all that, because if we can get like a big boost to our short track game, that'd be huge, because our short track game absolutely sucks. Like, we are way off the pace. I'm going to try and get Kurt Busch by me right here. I keep sliding up a little bit too much for that to happen, though. I want to get him by me, and then I, like, barely cut him off in my right rear. So, yeah, we're going to be pitting here in a few laps. I'm going to try and see if I can get Kurt Busch in front of us, because Ryan Newman, I think, is going to be too fast to keep up with. But we'll see. We're going to be pitting here in a few laps.
Number 97. Nothing damaged. Keep digging, buddy.
That was a little sketchy. Was not expecting to almost get hooked there by Kurt Busch. I was just trying to follow Ryan Newman through the corner. But looks like pit road's starting to get a little busy. Some guys coming off pit road now. We're going to be pitting in like 2 laps here. I just want to make sure we're past halfway on fuel and all that. But yeah, Kurt Busch and Johnson fell so far back from that. Holy crap. So yeah, now we're kind of just all lonesome right now. And I want to try to keep up with Ryan Newman, but that's not happening. We're going to lose a little bit of time getting on the pit road, because these guys are like just cracked out on getting on the pit road. All the AIs are. But that definitely lost us some time, because we were flying keeping up with Ryan Newman. I just had to try and hold that middle. I wish he would have ran bottom like he is now. That's kind of annoying, because we could hold the line pretty well. It's just Kurt Busch getting under us really messed up some things there, so that's a little unfortunate. Okay, pit road's not too busy this time by, so I'm going to pit right now. Try and get on pit road nice and easy, get under 70, make sure we're not speeding. Just make sure we're not speeding is the main thing, and everything else is fine. Full tank of gas, and we'll be good to go. Oh, Michael Waltrip's going to slow us down a ton here. That's quite unfortunate. That's just bad timing. With pit road not too busy, I didn't want to try and get checked up by too many people, but got a little bit checked up there. That guy's doing a great job just looking at the front hood. Yeah, pit crew on point for that. It's not too hard to, like, get it right. All you did was put the cans in. That wasn't too hard. But Gordon, Jarrett, and Junior, who I think were top 3 in the points last year. Gordon winning the championship, Junior finishing 2nd. I think, though, Jarrett was 3rd or top 5 regardless. They're in the front of the Daytona 500. We're sitting 27th coming out of pit road. That's not too bad. We do have some faster people catching us here, and I want to try and slow them up a little bit here. I don't know if maybe they took tires and stuff. They might have, but I want to try and slow them up just a little bit so I can get on the draft with them, because they might have taken some tires and we might have been able to jump some people because of that, because I don't remember seeing Rusty Wallace at all. Sterling was in front of us. Ricky Rudd was in front of us. So yeah, we definitely jumped some people there by pitting and not taking any tires, which is huge. So I need to try and hold these guys off the best possible. Maybe let one guy ahead to try and draft with, but I need to pick and choose the best I can, because if I can just hold these guys back, that'd be huge. And if I can get with whoever's coming off pit road here, I think that's Kurt Busch, but he was behind us before we pitted. Rusty's getting to our outside now. Gonna try and cut off Ricky Rudd out here and get in this draft and get going, but I think Rusty's just gonna keep pulling away. Oh, he's pulling down. That is really weird. Oh, is he pitting on this lap? Is he not pitted? That's quite interesting if he hasn't. Like, we went a lap down to him. There might be a couple guys here pitting then. Rusty, Sterling, Ricky Rudd, Jeff Burton. Mark Martin is not behind us. I don't know if he has or hasn't pitted yet, though, is the only thing. Has he pitted? He has, because he is behind us on the running board. Try and let him by, try to draft with him, but I think he's going to be too fast for us to keep up with. But I don't want to slow each other down. I want to try and draft with him as best as we can for this straightaway at least, but I think he's going to be gone at the end of this straightaway. So we're in 22nd. A lot of people on pit road right now, so we'll see where we cycle out to. I think we were 15th before the pit cycle started. Getting by pit road now, flying by the guys in there. We're in 18th. Looks like we might get up to 17th here with whoever's coming off pit road. I can't tell who that is down here. It might be Sterling Marlin. Or no, that's Jimmy Johnson, who we were in front of before he pitted anyway, or before we pitted. So that's up to 17th, so we like, what, lost one spot maybe? And who knows if there's still like another person or two to pit still by the end of this thing, because some people like to stay out super long, but we're like half the track behind the leader. I don't think we'll get lapped, but hopefully we can get a little bit of a drafting partner here sooner or later to try and go a little bit quicker. Either that, or I'm just going to try and hold off Johnson and Kurt Busch behind me if they catch me. Well, I got Johnson and Kurt Busch right on my tail now. Looks like some more guys are starting to catch us because my front tires are completely red. So I'm not really turning as well in the corner, and it's slowing me down a bunch. I'm trying to hold these guys off now the best I can in these corners. I gotta like go in low early and like slide up in front of them if possible, but the straightaway I can keep them behind me, no problem. It's the corners I'm worried about, because they can get like a big run on me out of nowhere in a corner. Looks like, who is that? Maybe Bill Elliott or Jeremy Mayfield, one of the two. I can't quite tell because they both have like the red 9 on the car. And I know Mayfield's a 19, but I can't tell what number's on the car exactly. And they just got the Dodge logo. It's the 9 of Bill Elliott. He's really fast at super speedways. No Johnson, able to slow him up just enough with the front of his car. Now we got a little bit of drafting help with the guys behind me, but I need to just swerve back and forth and leave them behind me because I don't want to let them in front of me at this point, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get back by them is the problem for the end of this race. Bill Elliott is flying right now. No Kurt Busch. Jeff Green's here. It looks like Jamie McMurray is here. That took over for Shauna Robinson. He's getting a great finish in that car. That's nuts. But I'm wondering if he's going to be just as slow as Shauna Robinson was in that car last season or not. I really have no clue at all. Oh, Bill's trying to get to my outside. Now Kurt's trying to get to the inside. We're driving this thing like we're leading the damn Daytona 500 right now at the front of the field. The leaders are taking the white flag. We still got a lap and a half to go. I think I can hold these guys back if I just continue this. I think I should be able to. But they're almost going 3 wide behind us. That's going to slow them up a little bit. Johnson decides to get in line for 2 wide. Bill Elliott, no. Try and push him up there. Get back down for Kurt Busch. Trying to slide up in the middle of the corner is very sketchy to not go up too fast and get ourselves hooked into the wall, because that could easily happen. Not really an awesome lap when these guys are sniffing down my neck. And here's Jamie McMurray in that 49 car. Having a great day. Oh, he is getting below us there. Give him a door, trying to just keep him behind us. I wasn't expecting him to get there that quick in the corner. Like, I was kind of like half running the bottom, and he was flying there. Try and check him up. Bill Elliott's gonna come up to us. I'm gonna try and cut him off before the entry of the corner, because I don't want to give McMurray on the outside much room. Same with Bill on the bottom. Able to hook the bottom pretty well there. Get up, block McMurray. He almost gets in the wall. We're going to be able to hold on to 17th. That's going to be some huge money for us. That is going to be so helpful throughout the entire season. My finger freaking hurts from holding the gas the entire time. But Dale Jarrett ends up getting the win in the Daytona 500. Oh wow, we got a ton of money. $584,000 to that one race. That was like a quarter of what we made all of last year, I think, too. That is absolutely nuts. But Gordon, after winning the championship last season, ends up finishing second, barely holding off Michael Waltrip, it looks like. Junior ends up finishing fifth, who won this last season, but finished second in the standings. So very, very tough race for us, but that's the best finish I think we've had so far. So let's keep it trucking and try and move forward on to Rockingham next. Wow, we have $872,000 now in the bank, which is huge for us. We did finish up a chassis repair. I just want to see, like, if we were to repair something, what would it go up to? So that goes up more than it did before, for sure. That definitely would as well. This one is just terrible. I probably need to get rid of number 2 here, but we just got this one repaired, which is huge. It's perfect condition, so we can't even attempt to repair it. So I'll use that for Rockingham. And then on the engine side, we are repairing one, but also, should I build a new one? Because it looks like, okay, we have a lot of money to mess with, and the power on it would be 65, which is a ton more than what we have currently. I could do this in 3 races to have a better engine earlier, and we have a lot of money to work with, so I might as well do that because we got a new engine builder. That's going to be huge to have that built in a quick time. And then this chassis I can also sell, this one that's like super worn out and stuff. It's not going to give us much money, $33,000. I'll take that. But we got a bunch of chassis to kind of work with overall. We got 3, and then the one that's getting repaired as well, or built, whichever one, I can't remember now. But we got to make a new car, or we just need to modify this one, put in the new chassis, because we got a lot of tire wear or more tire wear on it to help us there. And engine are pretty much the same. Both our engines are the same, so we're just going to keep the one that's on the car. That will be good. But on to Rockingham, I don't expect to do too well because we still have similar stuff right now to what we had last time we were at Rockingham. Maybe a slightly better chassis, but I still think we're going to be running in the back for this one. But we need to just get better and better throughout the season with all these new upgrades and the better team members and all that. So I'm looking forward to it, but let's see how we can do at the first normal track of the season. All right, for qualifying, we're a lot quicker than we were last season. Cole's a 23.6. I got down to a 24.8, which is honestly a absolute ton better than what we were last season at this point. Well, at this point, it's the second race of the season. Not what I meant. But like last time we were here at Rockingham, which was only a few races ago. With 3 races left in the season, we raced Rockingham. Like literally last episode had Rockingham in it. So there's a big difference in the engine and the chassis we're using. The chassis, I think, is the main difference, which is huge. I completely messed up turn 1 there, so I don't know if we're gonna have a better lap or not. Gotta really kill it in 3 and 4 because I hit the gas one time too hard going on entry there. Kind of overshot 3 and 4 here. Try and push it right up by the wall. Think it's gonna be slower, unfortunately, but I know I could run a lot quicker than that, like at least 4/10 faster, and that could have maybe put us in the low 30s.
We're in Rockingham, North Carolina, home of the North Carolina Speedway for today's race, the Subway 400. What can you tell us about this track, Barney?
North Carolina is a fast track considering it's only a mile long. The corners are tricky though, and getting off them fast is the key to getting speed down the straightaways.
That car of Ken Schrader sure is something else, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely got one of the most interesting paint schemes in all of NASCAR. You certainly don't have any trouble picking him out on the racetrack, and that's what a sponsor is after.
Pretty sure they talked about Ken Schrader at Daytona as well, and he didn't qualify well there either. He's starting behind us. We got Jamie McMurray next to us in this 49 car, not Sean Robinson anymore. So I got to remember that. There's no 27 out here. There's no number 4 out here. I know I saw 169 last week at Daytona. I don't know if we'll see him again or a different guy. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I think we're just going to be running towards the back again in this one because we have pretty similar equipment as before. Like, so we're a slight bit quicker, but I think overall, like, the other guys are just going to be much quicker than us. We just got to try not to destroy our stuff for the most part. be as fast as we can. I'm really interested to see our pit crew, though, for the first time really go at it, because they didn't get to do a full tire stop last week. It was just fuel and go. So I'm interested in seeing a full tire stop and seeing how quick they could be, because it was like, I think the fastest stop we had all season of a 4-tire stop last year was like a 16.8, and they like really outdid themselves in that one. Like they were projected like in the mid 17s, I think, normally. So I'm interested to see like what the normal projection is for them and how fast they can actually go, and hopefully they don't screw up too much. But until we get that new engine and some new chassis stuff with the new guys that we just signed, we're going to be struggling a little bit to start the season. But I think the further and further along we get in this season, we're going to be getting much better, which I'm super excited for. Daytona was a great first race for us. We got a lot of money to work with, and I can't wait for the research and development to be finished, and we could start on another one. And I think I don't know which one I want to do. I feel like I want to do tire grip again, because tire grip would be huge for us, having like 2 of them, or downforce again. I don't know, because downforce didn't cost too much to do, and we did it in 6 races. Oh no, we did it in 9 races, I think. And not, yeah, because we have 5 races left at the start of the season to do it. So we definitely did 9 races of that. But yeah, we're struggling like normal at these smaller tracks, but Daytona and stuff, we're just getting faster and faster at, which is really exciting for those races. Looks like in my mirror they're having a hell of a battle for first. Looks like maybe Jeff Gordon, and I'm guessing Sterling Marlin, because it looks like a very silver car. Yeah, it's Sterling Marlin on the bottom. But they're having a hell of a battle here for first. I want to try and get out of their way and not like influence the battle at all, because they're having a very good battle. Sterling Marlin ended up losing the spot there to Gordon. I don't know if he checked up for me on the bottom, but I got way out of the way to try to not interfere in that. Just because like Gordon won it last season. It was close because I had to redo the races, but originally he won by like over 150. But when I had to redo the races, he won it by like only 40 something. Let's not scrape the wall too much. Car is getting a little bit worn there, but it's fine. But yeah, we're almost halfway on fuel. We'll have to be pitting here in about 10 laps, I would imagine. All right, I'm gonna come in and pit this time. Pit road's starting to get a little empty, but a ton of people have already pitted. Oh, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Okay, we're good. I thought I was gonna get destroyed there by Kyle Petty. That would have been unfortunate. So my guys are projected a 17.4, which is like 3-4 tenths better than they were last season. Oh, we're getting checked up by Ken Schrader. You son of a bitch. But let's see how these guys do on their first stop. Everything went smooth on the first stop. 16.9, I'll take that. Let's go. Slowly but surely, like pit crew and everything's starting to get better, which is awesome. We're still in dead last. Like there's no shot we don't finish dead last or 42nd just from somebody blowing their engine. But nobody's blowing their engine as far as I know yet. There's one car sitting on pit road, so I'm not sure if they blew their engine or if that's just somebody that just went now and pitted. So we'll probably end up finishing 42nd in this thing, I would imagine. It looks like that car on pit road is starting to move now. Yeah, they are. So it was somebody just sitting there getting their service done. But the 101 car is the first car for us to try and pass for position. Not sure where the 101 is or what his car looks like whatsoever. So I just got to try and sit here and make these cars get by me as clean as possible, because they're trying to go 3 wide like that, which is the sketchiest thing ever. But I don't know where the 101 is, and we'll probably go, yeah, we're going a second lap down right now. I think Gordon is still the leader, and Stewart's actually going a lap down too then, which is kind of crazy. But Gordon is on a tear right now. He won the championship last season, finished second at Daytona, and he's looking to try to go back-to-back now with the way it looks like it. Oh, we're going way too hard into that corner. But we're just going to do the best we can. I'm really excited to have our new fabricators and chassis people, engine guys, and all that. So we will get better throughout this season. And let me know if you guys want me to repaint the car. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, we have the same paint scheme as we did last season. I can completely change up the colors, go like blue or green or something like that. Let me know what you guys think, if we should repaint the car, and like what kind of colors should we do, because I'd be interested in what you guys have as suggestions. Oh, there's somebody blowing engine finally. Not sure who quite it could be. Scott Wimmer? I think it's Scott Wimmer in the 23. That's what it looked like to me. But hey, that's going to be 42nd for us. It was getting late in this race, but hey, we finally got it. So we won't finish dead last like normal. Well, we've got 2 laps to go. I just won the 3rd lap down to Gordon, who's right there in front of us. But been a struggle of a race for sure. Just trying to let everybody by. We only have a little bit of damage on the very right door, so I'm happy that we haven't damaged the car much, so the chassis will be fine. Even though this chassis isn't great, but it's better than our default ones that we start out with, which is fine. Trying not to get rear-ended here on the last lap, trying to keep it as clean as we can throughout this entire thing, because I want to reuse this chassis for next week as well. I'm not sure where we go next week, but we should be getting another chassis, I think, repaired at the end of this week, or going into next week, or after next race too. I'm not sure, but we finished second to last as normal. Back to that, but Daytona went great for us. That's all I gotta say. Oh, we're not getting as much money there. That sponsor income was putrid, I should say the least. Rick Edwards is what I'm going with for the 101. Gordon gets a win. He finished second and first in the first 2 races of the year, so he's definitely leading the points. So let's see what where we're sitting and everything for the start of this season. We have almost $600,000 in the bank. Did we just finish a chassis? Okay, all our chassis stuff is done now. So that's good. Chassis inventory should be looking pretty good. We have, what, 4 of them? This one is really good. This one we just used. That one has actually, no, this is the one we just used. And, but yeah, this one's actually pretty good down here. Tire grip, tire wear. Oh, this is the first one with the tire grip on it. Nice. But I do want to build a new one. How long would it take? Oh, we have a lot of money to deal with, but we also don't at the same time. But when is the R&D going to be done is my thing, because I don't want to, like, do it and waste it. There's 3 races left. I think we just bite the bullet, wait those 3 races out, and the chassis, we can repair one maybe? What can it repair to? This is one with tire wear. That's actually decent. That's not that worth it right now. I think we just set it out, and we can repair things when needed, but right now all 4 of these are actually pretty decent, and we just wait it out until the downforce is done, and then we start getting more built for the most part. So that should be good to go. One's getting repaired, one's getting built. That'll be done next episode or the episode after. And other than that, where are we going on to next? We're going on to Las Vegas, which I think is an okay track for us. I think it's a flat Vegas, though. I can't quite remember. Standings, we're sitting 32nd in standings. Not the best, not the worst, but we do have a lot more money than a lot of these guys back here because of the Daytona 500. I was right about Rick. That's hilarious. R. Edwards. I said Rick Edwards. Joey Jolwan, the 169. I guess. Okay, that's 44th. Who else is in here? That's kind of random. Are those 2 the only random guys? I think they might be, because there's only 2 cars replaced, so that would make sense. But Gordon's gonna have a points lead of 40 over Kevin Harvick, Ricky Rudd, Sterling Marlin, and then Dale Jarrett, who won the Daytona 500. Their earnings are absolutely nuts up here. Like that's about as much as I'm gonna make all season. Maybe a little bit. I'll make a little bit more, but that's absolutely crazy. But going into the next episode, we got Las Vegas and Atlanta. Okay, so 2.5 miles. This is somewhat of a flat Las Vegas. It looks like 12 degrees in the corner, so not too much at all. So should be interesting. We are going to be okay getting further along in this season. I can't wait for our new engine to be done, and then the downforce to be done in 3 races, and then we can start building some more off that. I'll build one really fast and then try and work with another one later in the season and all that, and then we'll see what kind of R&D and stuff we end up getting to do, because we are going to have a decent amount of money in the bank, which I'm excited for. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.